We have been told here, including by our young people, that we must strive to be remembered. And the people who are remembered for all the wrong things, you will be remembered, Your Excellency, among many things, for transforming this country and standing up to demonstrate that unlike the words of Jesus, your body and your spirit are both willing and strong. And that is what our country is headed to. Allow me, as I finish, Your Excellency, also on behalf of my team from Parliament, I'm here with my Majority Leader, our clerk, and a few MPs. The reason we don't have many MPs here is because they're on recess, and elections are not too far away, so they are in their constituencies. But we can exercise some bragging rights as Parliament. Your Excellency, the 13th Parliament has passed milestone legislations to help this administration in transforming the country. To mention but a few, we've passed the Affordable Housing Act 2024, the Health Sector Reform Acts, the Privatization Act 2023, the Government-Owned Enterprises 2025, the Judges Retirement Benefits Act 2026, which, Your Excellency, you remember the Chief Justice telling you that there was an attempt to change that act that was passed through colonial rule in 1948. And all attempts since independence failed until the 13th Parliament passed it. The Virtual Asset Service Providers Act, the Technopolis Act, the Climate Change Amendment Act, the Sugar Act. This particularly, Your Excellency, is a milestone. You remember when you came into office, all the sugar factories in the country, apart from a few private ones, had collapsed. And we are draining resources from the National Treasury to pay farmers and workers in factories that were not working. Today, we can say with pride that the sugar farmer in Kenya is satisfied and happy because they harvest their cane on Monday, and by the following Monday, they have money in their accounts. Courtesy the reforms through the Sugar Act, the Social Protection Act, the Gambling Control Act, the Computer Misuse and Cyber Crimes Amendment Act, the National Infrastructure Fund Act, the Special Economic Zones Act, the Successive Finance Acts, and today, the Sovereign Wealth Fund Act. We feel very proud that in the history of our country, when eventually the writers of our history write, they say there was a 13th Parliament that supported the administration to realize what had eluded administrations since independence. Congratulations, Your Excellency, and on behalf of Parliament, we are ready, available, and willing to walk the journey of reforming our country. It needs men and women of vision, men and women of courage, and above all, people who do not fear criticism because it will always be there, to focus on what we must do and we will do to change our country. God bless you. The passage of this bill in the National Assembly is a milestone for the 13th Parliament. I'm proud that it has happened at the time when yours truly is the Speaker of the National Assembly of our country. It brought to the fore the quality of some of our members. At one point, it was debated until 9 p.m. in the night, and you could see the galaxy of professional cadre in the House. Economists, lawyers, accountants, educationists, environmental policy experts, engineers, And even those who don't belong to any of those, but who understood what it means to have a sovereign wealth reservoir. And I could see this, Your Excellency, when it came to the Committee of the Whole House. Members brought in very deep amendments. There's one member who triggered me to take them to winnowing, who listed amendments to delete all the paragraphs of the bill. And I called him to my office and asked him, what is it you want? He said, I wanted to trigger members to think. And when I brought the team together under the leadership of the chairperson of the Finance Committee and the majority leader, the product they brought back, I dare say, was one of the finest pieces of legislation that this parliament has passed. And you could clearly see that our members do their research, they do their homework, they do their reading. Some of the amendments were quoting and citing provisions from Norway, from Singapore, from Botswana, from Nigeria, from Denmark. I was very impressed. And I feel proud that at this time in our history, we are working together and working together to the future. Your Excellency, today, as you assent to this bill, it sets the stage for this country to realize the provisions of Article 120 of our Constitution, which provides that the burdens and benefits of use of resources and public borrowing shall be shared equitably between the present and future generations.